Good morning all of you. Welcome to my YouTube channel Manu Search Institute. Today I am going to start exercise 6.3. Before this I taught you exercise 6.1 and 6.2. You can click to the I button to see those videos. Okay. So we will start exercise 6.3. Before starting the exercise we will discuss little bit basic things about it. The introduction part of this exercise is angle sum property of a triangle. We have to discuss what is angle sum property of a triangle. You have learned in your smaller classes that when we will add the sum of all angles of a triangle we are always getting 180 degree. Okay, when we will add all the three angles of a triangle we will always get 180 degree, but you have never asked how we are getting 180 degree. So that is what today we are going to discuss, how we are getting angle A plus B plus C always 180 degree. Why we are not getting something else like 200, 360 degree, why not 150 degree, 120 degree, like that. Okay, so there is a theorem which we will discuss. The sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. It is saying the sum of angles of a triangle is 180 degree. We have to prove. Okay, so first of all I will write given a triangle ABC. In the question it is given a triangle ABC. We have to prove, TP means to prove, angle A plus angle B plus angle C equals to 180 degree. Okay, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is 180 degree we have to prove. Okay, I will mark some numbers here. Suppose we will take this is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. Okay, this we will take angle 1, 2 and 3. We will construct a line, suppose XY, which is parallel to BC. Okay, draw XY parallel to BC. We will draw a line. Suppose I will draw a line from here, XY. Okay, and this XY is parallel to line BC. This XY is parallel to line BC. Okay, now here also we got two angles, so we will mark here. This is suppose angle 4, this is suppose angle 5. Here also two angles we got, this is 4 and 5. Now proof. From the figure XY is parallel to BC. XY is parallel to BC. Okay, in the figure XY is parallel to BC. So can you able to identify any Z shape angle? Yes, there is two Z shape. This is one Z shape. Look at here. Okay, this is one Z shape. That is angle 4 equals to angle 2. So can we write here angle 4 equals to angle 2? Yes. Why? Because alternate interior angle. Okay, because this is alternate interior angle. Similarly, one more Z shape is there, reverse Z. This angle, okay, angle 5 is equals to angle 3. Angle 5 is equals to angle 3. Again same condition, that is alternate interior angle. So from the figure we got that these two angles are equal and these two angles are equal because of alternate interior angle, as these two lines are parallel. Now what is this? This is a straight line. What is the sum of all angles of a straight line? 180 degree. When we will add these three angles we will get 180 degree. Okay, since angle XAY is 180 degree. Why? Because it is a straight line. Because it is a straight line. Okay, XAY is cut into three parts. Suppose I am drawing a rough diagram here. This is XAY and it is cut into three parts. Okay, here I will mark B, here I will mark C. So it is cut into three parts, 4, 1 and 5. Okay, so what are the three parts? One is angle XAB plus BAC plus CAY equals to 180 degree. Okay, why? Linear pair angles. Okay, these are linear pair angles, that's why this plus this plus this plus this 180 degree. Now what is XAB? XAB is angle 4. What is BAC? BAC is angle 1. And what is CAY? CAY is angle 5 equals to 180 degree. Okay, now angle 4 is equals to how much? Angle 4 equals to angle 2. Can I substitute in place of angle 4 and can I write angle 2? Because both the angles are equal. If this is 30, this is 30, this is 40, this is 40. So in place of 4 I am going to write angle 2 because both are equal. Angle 1 is as it is. Similarly, angle 5 is how much? Angle 5 we wrote here angle 3. Angle 5 is equals to angle 3, 180 degree. Okay. Why? Because angle 4 is equals to angle 2 and angle 5 is equals to angle 3. These two angles are equal. That's why we are writing here in place of 4 2, in place of 5 3. If I will arrange it 1 plus 2 plus 3, how much I am getting? 180 degree I am getting. Is not it? Okay. What is angle 1? Angle 1 is angle A. Is it? What is angle 2? Angle 2 is angle B. What is angle 3? Angle 3 is angle C. Is equals to 180 degree. Is it proved? Yes, it is proved that sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Getting? So what we have done? We have taken a triangle and we have drawn a line which is parallel to BC. We have marked 5 angles here, 3 angles inside the triangle and 2 angles outside. The sum of these 3 angles is how much? 180 degree. We wrote first that angle 4 equals to angle 2 here because alternate interior angle. Then we wrote angle 5 equals to angle 3 because again alternate interior angle. Okay. Then we wrote here 4 plus 1 plus 5 is 180 degree because it is linear pair. Getting? Now in place of 4 how much we can write? 2 we can write. In place of 5 how much we can write? 3 we can write. So by adding all the 3 angles, that is A plus B plus C, we got 180 degree. This is theorem which you have to learn. Okay. Now second theorem. Second theorem says that if a side of a triangle is produced, then the exterior angle so formed is equal to the sum of two interior angles. Okay. It says that if a side is produced means it is increased little bit extra. Okay. So the angle formed, the exterior angle formed, suppose I will number it as, first of all I will number it as 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it is saying the exterior angle so formed. This is exterior angle. Exterior angle means outside the diagram. This angle is outside, it is open. So this is outside the diagram. This exterior angle is formed is equal to the sum of two interior angles. Sum of two opposite interior angle. Okay. It should be always equals to sum of two opposite interior angle, not this. It will not include angle 3. Okay. So what is given? We will write given a triangle ABC and BC is produced to D. BC is produced to D. It has been increased. Okay. We have to prove angle 4 equals to angle 1 plus angle 2. Don't take angle 3. Okay. Angle 4 equals to angle 1 plus angle 2. Okay. So we will prove that this angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angle. Okay. So from the figure, what is this? This is a straight line and straight line is always 180 degrees. So that we will write first, that is angle BCD equals to 180 degree. Why? Because it is a straight line. Okay. BCD is a straight line. In BCD there are two angles, that is this and this. Okay. So I will name it as BCA plus ACD. BCD can be cut into BCA plus angle ACD equals to 180 degree. Okay. This plus this is 180 degree. So I will write here in place of BC I will write angle 3 and in place of BCD I will write angle 4 equals to 180 degree. How much we got? 180 degree we got. This is equation 1 suppose. Okay. This angle plus this angle is 180 degree. Sum of three angles of a triangle is how much? 180 degree. So I am going to write here according to the theorem 1, sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. That is angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals to 180 degree. Just now we have proved this plus this is 180 degree because sum of three angles is always we will get 180 degree. Now by equalizing equation 1 and 2, by equalizing equation 1 and 2 we have, okay, what we will equalize? 180 equals to 180 we can write. Yes, because both are same. Now in this 180 I am going to write 3 plus 4 because it is also equals to 180. Okay, in place of 180 I am going to write 3 plus 4 is 180, correct? In place of this 180 I am going to write this, that is angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals to 180. Okay, now bring this angle 3 this side, shift this one here, so we will get angle 3 plus angle 4 minus angle 3 equals to angle 1 plus angle 2. This will go to this side and these two will be left towards RHS. Now can we cancel? Yes, both the angles are same with opposite sign. So what we got? Angle 4 equals to angle 1 plus angle 2. This is what we have to prove. Yes, we have proved that the exterior angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angle. Okay, you can also remember this theorem as tick cross tick tick. Okay, you can also remember this theorem as tick cross tick tick. Okay, so here we can write the exterior angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angles. Okay, so this theorem says that the exterior angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angle. Okay, next, after learning all the basic things from the exercise 6.3, now we will start solving the questions. The first question of the exercise, it is given in figure. Okay, sides PQ and RQ of triangle PQR are produced to points S and T. PQ and RQ are produced to point S and point T. If angle SPR is 135 degree and angle PQT equals to 110 degree, find angle PRQ. We have to find out angle PRQ. This angle we have to find out. Okay, so first of all we will find out the value of this angle. Okay, from the figure angle SPQ is 180 degree. Why? It is a straight line. Okay, angle SPQ is 180 degree because it is a straight line. Okay, SPQ is cut into two parts, this and this. Okay, so I will write here angle SPR plus angle RPQ. SPR plus angle RPQ equals to 180 degree because it is linear pair. Okay, next, SPR is how much? SPR is 135 degree. Okay, plus angle RPQ equals to 180 degree. Subtract 135 this side. Angle RPQ we will get 180 minus 135, that is 45 degree. So angle RPQ we got 45 degree. Now just now we have learned a theorem that exterior angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angle. Okay, just a small diagram I will draw. This is a rough diagram, PRQ and T. I am not drawing this line, no need of using this angle now. Okay, this is how much? This is 45 degree. This we have to find out. This we have 110 degree. This we have 110 degree. Just now we have learned a theorem that exterior angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angle. Tick cross tick tick. So according to theorem, exterior angle is sum of two opposite interior. What is the exterior angle here? Angle PQT. Angle PQT equals to sum of two opposite interior angle is QPR. Angle QPR plus angle PRQ. Don't write this angle because tick cross tick tick, opposite only we have to take. What is PQT? PQT is 110. What is QPR? QPR is 45 degree plus angle PRQ. Okay, bring 45 this side, we will get angle PRQ equals to 110 minus 45 degree. How much we will get? 65 degree we will get. So the value of PRQ we got 65 degree. Okay, So by using the above theorem, we can easily able to get the value of PRQ. Okay, next. Now question number 2. In question number 2, it is given angle x equals to 62 degree and angle xyz equals to 54 degree. If YO and ZO are the bisectors of angle XYZ and angle XZY of triangle XYZ, find OZY and YOZ. Okay, so this is the figure it is given. Angle x equals to 62 degree and XYZ, this total angle is 54 degree. These lines are bisectors. These lines are bisectors. Bisector means, already I told you, it will bisect the angle into two equal parts. This is also bisector. That means if total is 54, this will be how much? 27 and 27. Getting? This will be half for both the part of the angles. Okay. Okay. What is given in question? In question it is given that a triangle XYZ, angle x equals to 62 degree and angle XYZ equals to 54 degree. OY is bisector of angle XYZ. OY is bisector of angle XYZ. So these two are half equal angles. That means angle XYO equals to angle OYZ equals to 27 degree. Half of 54 how much? 27 degree. So these two are equal. These are 27 degree. We have to first find out OZY. We have to find out OZY. So first of all we will find out what is the value of angle Z. According to theorem, sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Sum of all the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. That means x plus y plus z equals to 180 degree. Okay, 180 degree. Angle x how much? Angle x is 62. Angle y how much? Angle y is 54 degree. Angle z we are finding out. Add these two, we will get 116 plus angle z equals to 180. Okay, by adding these two we will get 116 plus angle z equals to 180. Bring 116 this side. We will get angle z equals to 180 minus 116 degree. Angle z equals to 64 degree. Okay, so angle z we got 64 degree. Now these two halves will be how much? Half of 64. Okay, so angle OZY we have to find out. OZY is half of angle z, is not it? Angle OZY is half of angle z. Angle z how much? Angle z is 64. Half of 64 is 32 degree. So angle OZY we got 32 degree. Getting? Angle OZY we got 32 degree. Now this we have 27 degree. This we have 32 degree. Can we able to find out this angle? Yes, by taking the smaller triangle. Getting? If we will take the smaller triangle, sum of three angle is 180 degree. I will draw a rough diagram. So from this triangle now we have to find out angle YOZ. Okay, so sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Sum of three angles means angle OYZ plus angle OZY plus angle YOZ. Always you mention three letters for each angle. Okay, whenever you are taking smaller part of the angle, you mention three letters for the angle OYZ, YZO, OZY, like that, equals to 180 degree. What is the value of OYZ? OYZ is 27 degree. What is the value of OZY? OZY is 32 degree plus angle YOZ equals to 180 degree. Now add this, you will get 59 degree plus angle YOZ equals to 180 degree. Bring 59 this side. Angle YOZ equals to 180 minus 59. Angle YOZ we will get 121 degree. Okay, angle YOZ we will get 121 degree. So next. Now question number 3. In question number 3 it is given if AB is parallel to DE, angle BAC equals to 35 degree and angle CDE equals to 53 degree, find angle DCE. Remember, whenever you are using transversal lines condition, you must see that the line is parallel, it is given or not in the question. If it is not given, you can't use transversal lines condition. But if the two lines are parallel, then all the conditions of transversal line you can use in the figure. Okay, so it is given In the question what is given? Angle BAC equals to 35, angle CDE equals to 53 degree, and also it is given AB is parallel to DE. That means this line is parallel to this line. Okay, now what we have to prove? We have to find angle DCE. Okay, we have to find angle DCE. Proof. From the figure, AB is parallel to DE, it is given. So can we use alternate interior condition? Yes, you can able to see this is Z shape, reverse Z. Okay, so here we can use alternate interior condition. This one also will be 35 degree, is not it? Okay, so angle BAE equals to angle DEC. Angle DEC equals to 35 degree. Okay, angle BAE equals to angle DEC, both are 35 degree because alternate interior angle. Okay, now we have to find out this angle. We have to find out this angle. Is it a triangle? Okay, so theorem, so the condition of theorem we will use. According to the theorem, sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. So angle DCE, look at the middle letter. Okay, plus angle CDE, look at the middle letter CDE, plus angle CED equals to 180 degree. Okay, now substitute the values. Angle C is how much? Angle C we don't know, so DCE we will write. Angle D how much? 53 degree. Angle E how much? 35 degree equals to 180 degree. Add both and subtract that side. Angle DCE plus 88 equals to 180 degree. Okay, bring 88 this side. We will get angle DCE equals to 180 minus 88 degree. Angle DCE equals to 92 degree we will get. Okay, getting? So in this way we can easily able to calculate the value of angle DCE by angle sum property. Okay, next question. Now question number 4. In question number 4 it is given in figure, if lines PQ and RS intersect at point T, they are intersecting, that means they are cutting each other at point T, such that angle PRT equals to 40 degree, angle RPT equals to 95 degree, and angle TSQ equals to 75 degree. The values are given for the diagram. Find angle SQT. We have to find out angle SQT. This angle we have to find out. Okay, so to find this angle we have two values from this triangle, but we don't have this value. So first of all we will find out this, and these two angles will be equal because vertically opposite angle. Okay, so from triangle PRT, sum of three angles is 180 degree. Sum of three angles is 180 degree. That is angle P plus angle R plus angle PTR. Okay, equals to 180 degree. Here only one angle is there, that's why single alphabet I wrote. Here also one angle is there, that's why single alphabet I wrote. But this T is given in two parts. That's why I have to mention that I am taking PTR, because from this side also angle T is given. Okay, so angle P how much? 95 degree plus 40 degree plus PTR equals to 180 degree. Now add these two, we will get 135 degree plus PTR equals to 180. Bring 135 this side. Angle PTR equals to 180 minus 135 degree. Okay, now angle PTR we will get 45 degree. Angle PTR we will get 45 degree. So I am going to write here 45 degree. Now angle PTR is also equals to angle STQ is equals to 45 degree. Both the angles are equal. If this is 45, this is also 45. Why? Vertically opposite angle. Any X shape angle if you will get, these two angles are equal always, remember. Okay, because of VOA, vertically opposite angle. Okay, now we have to find out this angle. So from triangle STQ. From triangle STQ, angle S plus angle S plus angle SQT plus angle STQ equals to 180 degree. Okay, this plus this 180. Angle S how much? 75 degree. SQT we don't know. Angle STQ how much? 45 degree equals to 180. Okay, add these two angle SQT plus these two is 120 degree equals to 180. Shift 120 this side, angle SQT equals to 180 minus 120. Angle SQT equals to 60 degree. Okay, in this way we can able to easily get the value of angle SQT by taking sum of three angles of a triangle. Okay, next. Now question number 5. In question number 5 it is given in figure if PQ is perpendicular to PS. PQ is perpendicular to PS. Perpendicular means 90 degree. PQ is parallel to SR. PQ is parallel to SR. This whole line. Okay. Angle SQR equals to 28 degree. Angle SQR equals to 28 degree. Angle QRT equals to 65 degree. Find the value of X and Y. We have to calculate the value of X and Y. Okay. So whenever there will be parallel line, definitely there will be transversal lines condition. Is it these two lines are parallel? So if these two lines are parallel, is it Z shape? Look at here, this line started from here going here up to this. This is Z shape, is not it? Okay, so this angle equals to this angle. Is it? This angle equals to this angle. Okay, so from the figure PQ is parallel to SR. PQ is parallel to SR. That's why angle PQR equals to QRT. Angle QRT. Okay, PQR equals to QRT. PQR is cut into two parts, that is X plus 28 degree. This angle is cut into two parts, this plus this, that is X plus 28. QRT is how much? 65 degree. Bring 28 this side. X equals to 65 minus 28 degree. It will be 37 degree. Okay, so the value of X how much we got? 37 degree we got. Okay, so I am writing here 37 degree. Now we have to calculate the value of Y. See, look at here, it is a triangle. The sum of three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Okay, so from triangle PQS, angle PQS, this angle plus angle QSP plus angle P equals to 180 degree. Okay, this angle plus this angle plus this angle 180 degree. PQS is how much? PQS is 37. So I am writing here 37 plus QSP how much? QSP is Y. Angle P how much? Angle P is 90 degree equals to 180 degree. Now add both. Y equals to 180 minus, add these two angle. This will be 127 degree. Bring this side. It will be subtracted 127 degree. So we will get Y equals to 53 degree. Okay. X we got 37 degree. Y we will get 53 degree. Getting? In this way you can easily able to calculate. Now question number 6. In question number 6 it is given. In figure, the side QR of triangle PQR is produced to a point S. Side QR of triangle PQR is produced to point S. If the bisectors of angle PQR and PRS meet at point T, these are bisectors which are meeting at point T, then prove that angle QTR is half of angle QPR. Okay, we have to prove this is half of this angle. Okay. So first of all we will write these are half angles. Okay, that means if PQR is 100, this is 50, this is 50. Okay, that means angle TQR is half of angle PQR. Okay, so from the given triangle I will just draw a rough diagram here. This is P, Q, R and S. Okay, this part I have drawn here. Now is it exterior angle? Yes, this is exterior angle. Tick, cross, tick, tick. So according to theorem, exterior angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angle. Okay, exterior angle is equals to sum of two opposite interior angle. What is exterior angle? PRS is exterior angle equals to angle QPR plus angle PQR. Okay, this angle equals to this plus this. Understood? This we have already done. Now by multiplying half both sides, this is the step you have to remember. You have to always multiply half to this equation. Okay, why? Because half of angle PRS, half of angle QPR plus half of angle PQR we will get. Everywhere we will multiply half. Okay, now half of PRS is how much? This is PRS. Half of this, either I can take this, either I can take this. Suppose this is 100 degree, half of this is 50, half of this is 50. So in place of half, either I can take this 50, in place of this half, either I can take this 50. So in place of PQR, in place of half of PRS, I will take angle TRS. Okay, in place of half of PRS, either I can take this, either I can take this. So I will take TRS because this half is also half of the full triangle, the full angle. Okay, half of QPR, we can't write anything for this because this is only single angle, but we can write for PQR. Is it full angle? Half we need. Either we can write this, either we can write this, because this is total angle and half can be either this or this. So I will take this part. So in place of half of PQR, I will write angle TQR. Angle TQR. Either you can write TQP, but why I am writing this and this, I will explain. This is suppose our equation 1. Now again a smaller diagram I will draw. This part. This part. Okay. TQRS. Understood? This is exterior angle. This equals to this plus this, not this. Okay. So from triangle TQR, angle TRS equals to angle TQR. Angle TRS equals to angle TQR plus QTR. Is not it? Angle TRS equals to angle TQR plus angle QTR. Don't write this angle. Okay, this is equation 2. Now we will equalize equation 1 and 2. By equalizing equation 1 and 2, we have, look at here, in both the equation the LHS is TRS. So I will write angle TRS equals to angle TRS. Okay, now in place of this TRS I will write this angle, that is half of angle QPR plus angle TQR. Okay, in place of this TRS I wrote this part. In place of this TRS I will write this part because both are equal. Angle TQR plus angle QTR. Now for both the side, which term is same? These two terms are same. If I will bring this term this side, it will be subtracted. That means both will be cancelled. So what we got? We got angle QTR equals to half of angle QPR. Is it what we have to prove? Hence proved. So in this way we can able to prove that angle QTR is half of angle QPR. But the most important line is this: by multiplying half both side, you take the bigger triangle, exterior angle equals to sum of two opposite interior angle. I multiplied half all the side, then I wrote half of this triangle, that is this angle, and half of this angle, that is this part. Okay, I wrote here. Then we have taken the second triangle, again exterior angle equals to sum of two opposite interior angle from here. Okay, then we have equalized both the equation and we got the answer as angle QTR equals to half of angle QPR. Okay, so thank you all of you. I hope you might have understood everything. If you have any queries or doubt, you can ask me in my comment box. Thank you everyone.